Blink, it's your boy, quick on commercial. As you guys doing well, because are having a wonderful day on this glorious 24th August 2025. We're gonna be doing some vlogs. I know that you guys are excited about it. I'm excited about it too. Now there is a small problem. I was sure that I connected the laptop to the. I was sure that I connected the laptop to the 24% remaining. Shit. I was sure that I connected the laptop to the charging, but it's not charged. So I got 24%, which is possibly, hopefully, enough to do one episode. However, I did today. So even if we only do one, that's perfectly fine. You see, Lincoln. So this is episode season 1, episode 19. When I do a recap, it's so weird because the first couple of minutes is. Am I restarting? There's no intro. My mom. It was reminding me, my mom, who I love, but reminding me that I have to meet her tomorrow, 12. And we talked about this tonight. Talked about this a couple hours ago. But she needs to remind me that I have to go be there. Season 1, episode 19. Michael looking for a way to take the key from Sarah. Lincoln learn what is the role of his father and the event that ruined his life. Now, technically speaking, this is not true. First of all, before we even start, so the fact that like I said, the fact that the father of Lincoln was part of the company led him to be a target. However, see, that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest thing. Michael got the mother's name, Lincoln Burrow, which has a father called, I don't know what his name is, Burrow, and you got Michael Schofield, which has his mother's name. And that's why they thought they only had one son. Now, that being said, Lincoln is in there because his father was part of the company. Lincoln is there because he made some bad choices. So I think, as honest people, can we agree that we're honest people? We have to look at that, right? So this is actually a really cool part because we know that Lincoln car got jacked, and we think that it's someone that's going to protect him. Last episode we talked a lot about his father's thing, maybe his father. However, it is Letterman, and I do love that. However, his father is nearby and actually save him. So this is really, really cool because it does show that his father cares. I have to spoil it. Okay, let's spoil it. So basically what happened is they're using Lincoln to get the father out, and when he's out of hiding, they're gonna kill him. That's pretty much it. So we go to Michael being back, talk about everything. What is really cool here is that there's kind of like an important moment that is important but not important. So the important moment is Michael come back. Michael come back and he talks to the other prisoner that wants to escape. Why is that important? Well, because we get a scene that shows that yes, he is aware. Why is it cool? Because the way they're talking to him is with respected leadership. So for example, they're like, hey, this is what's going on. And while they're talking about this, they're literally saying what's next. And this is what happened. So this is what's really cool. But however, Mike got his, and this is kind of crazy. This is really crazy. Mike got his mojo back. He got the map back. Now, Tweener, if you think, okay, in a case where you think that Tweener wasn't a part of the plan, which is not true because Tweener will be part of the plan, they had a member too many, right? You guys remember that? So we had a member too many. See, this lighting is so freaking bad. But this is last day that we're using this phone for this, so it doesn't matter. Tomorrow we're gonna be using the Galaxy S24 Plus Ultra because I'm gonna go to my mom's house, so that's gonna be super important. So Tweener was part of it, but if he isn't, we had a member too many, and Abruzzi being in the spot he was. Am I even recording? I swear to God, if I'm not recording, I'm gonna be pissed. Are you kidding me? You're not recording. I'm not recording. 10 minutes of content. Okay. So what I have to do is I have to show that what we did, which was logging for 7 days, this lost a bit of footage. Shit, that's not good. However, this one doesn't have a microphone, so even if we lost a little bit, it's not a big deal. See, this one microphone, real life. This one microphone, nature corn. This one, in-game sounds, music, etc. Okay, so Jordana Bruzzi coming back is we're still a member too many. Again, let's remind what we were talking about. Tweener ends up being one of the most important part. Okay, so Michael doesn't know if Abruzzi is part of the plan anymore. So what he does is we're one too many, right? So then he possibly has a place for Tweener. So even though he doesn't promise a place for Tweener, he's implying he's gonna have a place for Tweener. It doesn't matter, right? Abruzzi coming back is not only are we one too many, but then now here's the important part, and this is what you have to understand. I know what you're saying. Ink with Abruzzi, we have one too many. We take Abruzzi out, we replace him with Tweener. We still have one too many. No, my friends, no, you don't. Because Michael's not planning to take Theodore with him. T-Bag is not part of the equation. That's the brilliance of Prison Break. I have to kind of hurry because 20%. Okay, so not bad. So we got Michael who's literally seducing Sarah, and he's asking her for the key. And it just sucks because Sarah plays so well. Sarah plays so well in a sense of you are a douche. A lot of people are using me, and I'm used to being used in here, but you didn't have to go as far as you did. And Michael's a douchebag for that. Michael is a total freaking douchebag for that. So yeah. Was I right? New relic. I wrote that ham. I don't know why. Sucks because this is unreliable. I always have to check if it's recording. It's been breaking the recording a lot on me lately. So once again, I'm recording, the next I'm not recording, and then I have to check, but I don't want to check because this is idle. Right? This is idle. So because it's idle, I want to keep it idle. I'm very complaining today. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. So next we have the father. Now the father part is absolutely phenomenal, but at the same time isn't. So the father part is phenomenal because he tells, yeah, I was part of the company, we had those ideas, this is what the goal was, we had to change the plan. Now, in this specific case, it's good, but it's not good. Specific case, you have the origin story to the organization. However, you don't have the current state of mind. So are there good people? Are there bad people? If you believe that Lincoln's father is a good person, then joining the organization makes it a good organization, because if it wasn't a good organization, you would have not followed, right? And then you have the present, and if the present is bad, then we don't know. So we are answering question, but we are answering question, but not the question that we want answered. So that's pretty important. Like I said, I'm watching also Lost right now, and Lost is pretty well done. We have the relationship. Sarah fails, so she does, which is really bad. There's actually a really, really important moment here where there's a couple more moments, right? We got Michael. I'm trying to hurry. Michael calls Nina, and Nina is supposed to steal the key from Sarah. So he tried to convince Sarah, but he couldn't. And then he asked Nina, which is the whore girlfriend. I mean disrespectfully, of course. I'm not gonna have time. I should stop now. But so yeah, it's sad because as a woman, the stripper knows that Sarah cares about Michael, and she feels bad. Michael is able, because of his intellectual, I think he's on the spectrum, like I said. I think he doesn't mind as much, but Nina is worried. We got a comeback of Abruzzi, who comes back to T-Bag, and this is really cool. This is really, 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 really cool, because Abruzzi come back to T-Bag and says, "Yo, I forgive you. It's not your fault. You're sinful, but I forgive you." Now, what is important here is, as a viewer, you think, okay, well, Abruzzi did forgive him. Later on, you realize that Abruzzi never forgave him. But what they said, and this is insane. This is why Lost is so good. Lost. This is why Prison Break is so good. When Abruzzi first met Michael, he said what? Keep your friend close, but your enemy closer. Yes. So this is the important part. This is the really important part. Abruzzi came in He did the same thing with Teabag. Didn't say it, but he said it with Michael, so we know that he thinks that. This is basically what's going on. Lincoln Burrow is so fucking smart because he ends up in the face of the company, and his father cannot save him. And then Bellic is on his hide. He sees Bellic. It's like, Bellic, I'm here. So Bellic arresting him actually saved his life, which is kind of freaking nice. It's a good plot. It's a good idea for a plot. Sarah missed her keys. We realize that she realized that it's how can I say this? It's kind of tough. We realize that she knows what's up. She knows that Michael is not to be trusted, which sucks. Because then Michael really hurt her feelings. Got a discussion between Abruzzi and Michael. And the discussion between Abruzzi and Michael is basically like, yo, I'm a changed man. So I want to be part of the escape, but I'm a changed man. And Abruzzi, the whole episode, is like, yo, I'm a good dude. I don't want to inflict pain. I don't want to inflict violence. And you see Michael, you know what he says? I'm gonna have to give you the witness. Anyways, that's actually pretty cool. Last scene of the show. Guys, we did it. Oh, 7%. Ay. Come on, ink. We have a scene where Sarah is disappointed at Michael, which is normal, and she changed the locks. So the whole thing of getting the keys was for nothing. We have a discussion between Michael and Tweener, and Michael guaranteed a place for Tweener and his crew. So that's kind of nice. However, Tweener just told Bellic, this is brilliant. Okay, the show's starting to get good again. Tweener just told Bellic, hey, they're planning to escape. This is how they're gonna do it. So guess what happened? He just snitched on the way he was now included in escaping in prison. As simple as that. Great show. I wish I could do more, but at the same time, I didn't charge the computer. I brought it. I don't understand how I think. I brought it in. I'm a dumbass.